What is apartheid? How did it start and how did it end? Translated from Afrikaans, apartheid means apartness.
The narrative of South Africa apartheid unfolds against the backdrop of deeply ingrained seeds of injustice. The colonization of South Africa by European powers in the 17th century set in motion a series of events that would sow early divisions, leading to racial segregation and discrimination. These early divisions, rooted in colonial history, laid the foundation upon which the apartheid regime would later be constructed. These historical divisions formed the bedrock upon which the apartheid regime, a system that would permeate every facet of life in South Africa, was established. The formal birth of the apartheid in 1948 marked the initiation of a profoundly dark era in South Africa's history. The National Party, after coming to power, introduced a series of legislative acts that systematically and officially segregated South Africa's diverse population. Key laws like the Group Areas Act and Population Registration Act classified individuals by race, mandating their separation and confining them to specific areas. These laws would lay the groundwork for an institutionalized system of discrimination. The formalization of apartheid marked a pivotal moment in South African history, as it set in motion the systematic apparatus of oppression that would go on to define the nation's trajectory, tearing its people apart along strict racial lines. The early resistance to apartheid began to take root with the formation of organizations like the African National Congress, the ANC, and the Pan-Africanist Congress, the PAC. These groups, along with numerous civil rights movements, initiated a series of protests, strikes, and acts of civil disobedience to challenge the apartheid's regime legitimacy and to call for an end to racial discrimination. The emergence of this early resistance against apartheid underscored the indomitable spirit of the oppressed and their unwavering commitment to the fight for justice, even in the face of an oppressive regime that sought to crush their aspirations. The Sharpeville Massacre in 1960 stands as a haunting chapter in the struggle against apartheid. In a tragic turn of events, peaceful protesters, including women and children, were met with brutal violence from the police. The result was the loss of 69 lives and hundreds of injuries. The international community was profoundly shaken. The event sparked global outrage and condemnation of the apartheid regime. The Sharpeville Massacre served as a lasting symbol of the brutality of apartheid, galvanizing both local and global opposition to the system and strengthening the resolve of those fighting for justice. Appalled by the injustices of apartheid, the international community initiated a series of economic sanctions, diplomatic pressure, and boycotts against South Africa. These measures isolated the nation on the global stage, as countries and international organizations united to demand an end to racial discrimination. South Africa's increasing isolation on the world stage vividly demonstrated the international community's collective commitment to combating racial discrimination and their unwavering support for the South African people's struggles for freedom and equality. Arguably the most iconic figure in the fight against apartheid, Nelson Mandela endured 27 years of imprisonment. His unwavering commitment to the struggle, mirrored by the determination of countless others, symbolized the resilience of those who sought to dismantle apartheid. Nelson Mandela's imprisonment served as a powerful symbol of resistance, becoming a rallying point for anti-apartheid movements, both within South Africa and internationally. The culmination of apartheid arrived in 1994 when South Africa held its first multiracial elections and Nelson Mandela became the country's first black president. With apartheid officially dismantled, the nation embarked on the formidable journey of reconciliation and rebuilding. The end of apartheid marked a monumental moment in history, highlighting that even the most entrenched systems of oppression can be dismantled through the power of collective action and unwavering commitment to justice. South Africa's Truth and Reconciliation Commission, chaired by Archbishop Desmond Tutu, aimed to heal the wounds of the past by providing a platform for both victims and perpetrators to share their stories. The Commission's primary objective was to foster a sense of closure and understanding, essential for the nation's post-apartheid healing. The Truth and Reconciliation Commission underscored the importance of confronting past injustices honestly and openly, offering a model for nations grappling with the legacies of oppression. South Africa's post-apartheid journey is one characterized by progress, challenges, and an ongoing quest to construct a more just and equitable society. The nation's story is a testament to the strength of the human spirit and the resilience of those who fought for a brighter future. South Africa's ongoing journey serves as a reminder that the fight for equality and justice is an ongoing process that requires constant vigilance, commitment, and the collective effort of those who strive for a more just world. The story of apartheid in South Africa offers profound lessons for humanity. It illustrates that even in the face of seemingly insurmountable odds, individuals and communities can unite to overcome injustice and build a brighter future for all. The lessons of apartheid extend far beyond South Africa's borders, serving as a universal reminder of the struggle for human rights, dignity, and equality. It serves as a clarion call for individuals and nations worldwide to stand up against discrimination and oppression. South Africa's apartheid regime faced not only international resistance, but also a growing tide of international condemnation. As the world witnessed the atrocities of apartheid, a global movement against the system began to take shape. Across continents, individuals, organizations, and governments joined hands to pressure South Africa to dismantle apartheid. This global unity demonstrated that the fight against injustice knows no boundaries. It showcased the power of collective international action, proving that the struggle for justice transcends national borders. Nelson Mandela's release from prison in 1990 and his subsequent presidency represented the triumph of justice, unity, and reconciliation over the darkest shadows of apartheid. His legacy continues to resonate worldwide, reminding us that even in the face of immense oppression, humanity can prevail. Today, South Africa is a nation still grappling with the legacies of apartheid, but it has made significant strides in addressing past injustices and building a more inclusive society. Mandela's legacy remains a beacon of hope, inspiring individuals and nations to champion the values of peace, reconciliation, and justice. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please leave a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe and join us next time as we continue our journey through history on Partner in History.